Good morning, Busby. How are you? You were up bright and early. It's good to see you. Let's see. Today is Friday, right? Right. Let's get our hashtag coffees going. Not seeing it. Hashtag, nope, coffee. Oh, feeling good, feeling great. Feeling so divine. Yep, it's working. Yep, it's working. How are you, Busby? Good to see you. Good morning. Still trying to wake up. I got coffee going. Cookie, good morning. So we have Busby in the house. Good morning, Busby. We have Cookie in the house. Good morning, Cookie. How are you two? I'm still trying to wake up. I've been trying to wake up since 4. But the cough is lingering forever. It won't go away. I want it to go away. Blistering Barnacles, good morning. How are you? How are you? I remembered to get my secret my rose rocks out of my secret hiding place in my car, which was a good idea. And my muddy mess, good morning. How are you? Good to see you guys. Let's make sure my collecting is collecting today. Well, it says we have 2, so I hope we have more than 2 people putting in hashtag coffee. Oh, it's always time for coffee. Look at my hair. My hair is just like weird today. And then it's all backwards. That's okay. Who cares, right? God, you guys see me with mud on my face and magnet fishing. What does it matter, right? I have been working a lot, doing a lot of different things. It seems like right after I get out of this today, when I get done with this today, I'm going to go clean 2 houses. Then I'm going to go DoorDash till 10. Somewhere in that window, I'm going to drive my daughter to the mall, hang out with her friend. And I'm also going to take her driving today. We went driving yesterday. It's always fun, isn't it? Getting that last kid their license so I can be done with it. I know. I'm the one who decided to have 7 kids. I actually wanted 10. But that just wasn't in the program for me. So I ended up with 7. But when Jessica was 3, I had my first grandchild. So it's just like been one after another, right? So it hasn't really stopped. Good morning, PA. What's up with you? Ooh, I missed you. There you are. Good morning, PA. Good to see ya. How you feeling these days? You all healed up? Life is all better? Are you getting ready to go to the birthday bash again? Are you going to go this year? I would like to. I'm going to pull up. I think I'm actually going to have a rubber band hair day. My hair, I don't know if I over conditioned it or what I did, but I did something that made it mad. But that's okay. I'm just tired, so it's okay. Let's see. I want to kind of wait till 7. I got these rose rocks. Paula Lewis Jellison gave me these rose rocks. I thought they were pretty cool. They're really cool stuff. Hi, Brad. How are you? Hey, have any of you guys heard of what's called a red book? It's for coins. I just ordered one. I didn't even know it existed. So apparently you can get a red book. It comes out every year. I don't need one every year. I don't need to know how much stuff is worth at the current moment. I'm sure I can always find something on YouTube about that, right? And I do. I look tired because I'm tired. I'm getting over that cold, getting home. I know this. It's okay. I will be better in a few days or a week when I'm not working so crazy and trying to get everything done. Ooh, you're heading to Arizona in September. For how long? For life or for a visit or for what? What are you going to do in Arizona? That sounds fun. Good, all is well here. Just got back from a concert, a bit tired. Oh yeah, concerts can be very tiring, but was it good? Was it fun? And which concert was it? For 2 weeks, nice. Hello, Mr. Timmy Ray the King. How are you? I was going to try and get down to Arizona sometime this spring before the weather got cruddy hot. Busby, when is the weather cruddy hot down there? When's the worst time to go? I don't like the cruddy hot. Hey, here's my Live with Purpose cup. Visiting Doug Odette. Nice. Nice. Ed Sheeran. I don't know who that is. I probably know their songs, but I'm kind of a little slow. Kelly, I have to remember my filter on this topic. I have invisible scars from that. No, actually, you don't need to remember your filter. I understand this, right? Good morning, Kelly. Hello, everyone. Happy TGIF. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Thank God, right? Walt Money, Scrum. Good morning. Good to see you. This topic is an interesting topic because I actually function a lot on this topic, which sounds really weird. Okay. Let's look at these rocks first. Is it 7? Can I look at the rocks yet? Oh, it's almost 7. I want to wait till 7. But can't have time. Oh, she's having all kinds of morning coordination problems. Hair problems, talking problems, thinking problems. Oh, they're so cool. Okay. Anyway, the topic today is a very interesting topic to me, and it's one that I actually operate on a lot. Whether that is it gets hot around May through August. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, share stuff out, buddy. Jimmy Ray, share it out. Okay. Oops, I missed the topic. I was going to read it exactly how it says. Bloody hot there, here. Yeah. Brad, where are you at again? You're in the UK, right? Yeah, the cough won't go away. The topic: when someone is not right for you, you will continually get hurt until you are strong enough to let them go. Okay, this to me is something. Good morning, Lillian. How are you? I actually operate on this. Whether that's good or whether that's bad, I don't know. Okay. Hi, Disney Mad. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. So the topic today is when someone's not right for you, you will continually get hurt until you're strong enough to let them go. Okay. Busby said he has to use his filter on that because stuff. Oh, Australia. That's right, Brad. Australia. It would be really hot this time of year. You got COVID again, Disney Mad? I am sorry. I have yet to have COVID. I mean, I've been tested for it with this cold and stuff, but they're like, nah, it's just a cold, which is, I guess, a good thing. But it sure would be nice if the cough would go away, wouldn't it? Okay, so Lillian Tuttle, did I get your email? Well, let's look at that. I will find out right quick from yesterday. I think I'm only sitting at 4,000 emails right now, which is great. So as long as you put it in the title, then when I sit down on this weekend to do my paper here, Lillian, there we go. Yes, I've got it. In fact, why don't I take care of that right now while I'm sitting here, which is always good. Okay. Boom. We're waiting for the envelopes have been ordered. They're on their way, and we are going to get mail out. I already sent some stuff out because I ran out of envelopes. And then I'm going to, gosh, right, Kelly. I want to write that word again because I just seem to be having trouble writing that. Okay. All done. Perfect. Let's see. Who am I missing now? Got it, Lillian. Got it, and got it on the paper. Salty Magnet Fisher. Good morning. Yeah, I haven't seen hi John Mayo, good morning. Cynthia Price, good morning. Disney Mad, let me find you. I can't show you my secret paper. Has everybody's stuff on it. Swiveler, my Swiveler's in the house. Good morning, Swiveler. Nice to see you. I actually think I have a print screen of yours. I'll just make a print screen because I do have one, I think. There we go. There we go. Boom. I got a print screen of yours. That'll be faster than me writing it all down. Okay, I do have it. Thank you. Thank you. Now I have a print screen of it, so I know exactly where it's at. The topic today is when someone is not right for you, you will continuously get hurt until you are strong enough to let them go. Okay. Busby said he already had to use his filter on that because he has scars. I think we all have scars. Okay. I think having scars from past relationships, the older we get, we have to decide whether that's going to be our measurement for future relationships or not. And I say this because there's a lot of people I've ran into whose attitude about future relationships, possible relationships, relationships in general is so tainted by the past. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships or anything like that. I'm just talking about people relationships. Okay? It's romantic too. Sometimes we have been, we were talking yesterday about judging and stuff like that too. We've talked about judging before. Okay. Sometimes, because of our past, we have automatic defense systems put in our brain and our mind and our thought pattern that is very defensive and judgmental. So because of things that happen in our past, I'm not saying this is bad or good. This is just, it is. And maybe you disagree with me about that, but that's okay. Because this is a place where we can disagree and still be friends, right? I have a great topic coming up about winning an argument. The best way you can win an argument is ask questions. Not judge, not argue, not fight, just ask questions. Okay. But I think we, as human beings, we automatically judge things based on our past experiences, right? Which is a normal thing. You learn, right? Good boy, bad boy, good boy, bad boy, good boy, bad boy. You learn all through your life. You're learning. This goes well, you're praised. This goes bad, you're not praised. What do I want to say? You're corrected. Shall I say that? Or whatever. So we automatically have these things we judge about. And I'm very big about not judging. Giving everybody the benefit of a doubt. Okay. But somewhere in your mind, in your soul, in your thought, the things of the past have happened to you. And at some level, it still has to play into your current thoughts. Does that make sense? So what Busby has to say. Learn from your past mistakes and use them to better yourself in the future. That's right. But at some level, don't you think that there's the underlying current of your past baggage? And no matter how much you want to say it's not there, it is there. Judgment free is the way to be. Okay, I get that. That's a lovely statement. Okay. But realistically, isn't there an underlining thing of judgment? Okay. Someone is not right for me will continuously get hurt until you're strong enough to let them go. Right? Right? Okay. I operate on this. Okay. I'll see warning signs. I know someone's not right in the friendship part for me or boyfriend, husband, whatever. By the time I walk away, it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody who's a friend of mine. Shouldn't be. Or someone I considered a friend, right? It shouldn't be. And there's no big fanfare. There's not like, wow, I'm never talking to you again. Okay, it's just to drift away. Because at some point, the feeling of love and encouragement and everything else you have for somebody. Let me get this stopped because you're missing stuff. I'm missing stuff I don't want to. The feeling you have somebody after you get hurt enough, every time you get hurt, there's a little layer of a scar. Right? Scars are very important. Okay? Scars protect the hurt. The place in your skin that has gotten damaged. In time, a lot of scars fade and go away because of the natural shedding of your cells. Okay? Apparently in 7 years, almost your whole body's reshedded. New cells. Apparently. Okay. Or something like that. All right. Okay. So here's this little feeling for you. Okay. I see the warning signs. I know I should walk away, but maybe the person's on a growth spurt. Maybe things will get better. Maybe things will change. And they do something that hurts you. Or say something that hurts you. And there's a little scar tissue. Okay. And then again, there's a little scar tissue. It happens again. And I'm not telling you that people around you shouldn't be honest. I'm not telling you that there isn't a learning curve to get to know somebody and what really bothers them. Right? And you should try and get along with the people around you. You should, especially the people who are in your life and you love them and they're going to be there, period. Okay? But no one should ever say, my sister's just always like that. No one should ever say, my brother's just always like that. Right? Right? You care for somebody. You love somebody. You can't always explain the feeling that you feel for somebody. Friend or otherwise. I'm not talking about, but it does. Okay? And while you're with this person who's not right for you, and at some point in time, this reality will hit, it keeps everybody else away. So why do we stay with these people who are wrong for us? Why do we wait until the scar tissue's built up so much you can just go, walk away? Okay. Married 3 times. No, one of the walkaways were a blow up. It was just a walk away. Okay, you can trace back, way back and say, this is how it started. Never was good enough, never was pretty enough, never was skinny enough, talk too much. Okay, talk not enough. I can give you all kinds of explanations I got from the other people. We're talking about me now, right? My memory is a big thing. People have a hard time dealing with my memory. When you live with me all the time, my memory is a problem. It gets tiring. I know that. Shoot, my snoring gets tiring. Okay. Can't tell you once that there weren't warning signs. There were all kinds of warning signs. With all my past relationships, there was warning signs. Right? But the scar tissue, friendships too. Friendships I've just drifted away from. Okay. This statement, when I read this statement, it rang way too true to me. It's too much in my life. The one yesterday, it was like, whatever. The one today, this one rings true in my life. Who else's life does this ring true in? Right? Lynn says, I try not to argue with people. And if I do, I try to make amends right away. Right. Child baby number 2 taught me this. No 2 kids are the same. Everything I did with this child was wrong. Okay. And it wasn't until I totally lost my patience, left her on a pillow on the floor, that I realized that everything I was doing with child 1 to make child 1 happy made child 2 madder. Whole lot mad. Angry. She was not a pick up pat baby. Walk baby. Baby one, I just pick her up, pat her a little bit. She's happy. Just hold her a little bit, and she was happy. Baby two, the more I picked her up, the more I patted her, the more I tried to appease her, the madder she got. I was like, what the hell? Okay. And I finally lost my patience, and I laid her on a pillow, on her back, not on her face. I was so suffocating the baby, please. On her back, and walked away. I just needed to be in the other room for a little bit. I needed to not pay attention to her for a little bit because she just wouldn't stop. And she was silent. Within just a few minutes, she was silent. And I look around the corner, and she's looking at everything and gurgling and happy. 45 minutes, an hour go by. She made a little, I picked her up and I changed her view. And she was happy again. This is all before she could start moving. Okay. And once she started moving, we had no issues because she could change her view anytime she wanted to. She could change her surroundings, stimulation anytime she wanted to. But to pick her up and pat her on the back and rock her and try and make her stop crying made her worse. Good thing it was baby two, because then I suddenly realized I am not a super mom. I'm just a person. My first baby was just super easy, right? And no two kids are alike. Wait a minute. No two people are alike. Good lesson to learn. Wish I would have known that from the very beginning of life. No two people are alike. Any relationship takes time to learn each other. Okay, any relationship takes time. Always. And to continue a relationship way up and beyond takes work. And two people, not one, two people have to be working on that relationship. Now, it shouldn't always all be work, and you should be able to find peace and relaxation in that person. Okay, you should be able to find that, but it does take work. It takes work. No two kids are the same. No two people are the same. Would have been a great lesson to learn earlier. I'm behind. Let's get going. Scars never go away. They are deep reminders of your past. So how do you deal with that, Busby, for future relationships? Okay. How do you deal with the scars of the past so you're not jaded and negative? So you're not judging without opportunity. I think I said good morning, John Mayo, already. If I didn't, hi. True, Busby, but you can always move past it. Yeah, that's true. Fairy Dust, good morning. Good to see you, sweetie. Great to have you here. Busby, believe me, I know I have had terrible things happen in my life. Me too. I know. Okay. Yep. I've had some amazingly bad things happen. Cynthia Price, did I say good morning? If I didn't, good morning, Cynthia Price. Good to see you. Adrian, good morning. Good to see you. Chu, good morning. Good to see you. Great to see you guys. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Bob Welch. Bob Welch says, I remember my first love, 7 years of living together, but she was playing up behind my back for the last 2. I found out when I had an appendix attack and fell off the roof of the house and ended up in the hospital. She never came to visit, so I rang up another mate, and he told me the truth. I was gutted. But I have learned that from very quickly, and the trust in women is gone. Okay. You guys know I talk to a lot of people. Sorry about the cold sore. That's awful looking today. I talk to a lot of people one-on-one. Okay. A lot of people are hurt. Men, women, doesn't matter, because of women in their past. Okay? Because of men in their past. It's not just a girl thing or a boy thing. Right? And because of what this one person did to you, your trust is gone. Brad, this is not unusual. This is very common. It's a common thread I hear. I can never trust women again. Okay. I can never trust women again. This one woman did this to you. Change it, women, man. It doesn't matter what side of the coin you're on. Women will say the same thing. I can never trust a man again. Jesus, I've been married 3 times. You know who I can't trust? I can't trust me. I can't trust my judgment. What's the common factor in the 3 disastrous marriages? I mean, they're great marriage. I'm not going to say disastrous. I shouldn't say that. I got beautiful kids out of it. I got my part of the deal. Okay. I got what I really wanted out of the marriage. It was kids. I love my kids. Yes, there's 3 teenagers at home and I kind of want to right now, but it'll pass. This too shall pass. I know this because of past experience. I know this. This will pass. The teenage years is hard. Okay. But Brad, what you're saying right now, the trust in women is gone because of one woman, because of one man. Women will say the same thing. So how do you let these scars and the stuff that built up not affect your future and your future happiness? This is going somewhere. I have some other topics. Okay. This is actually on a path. I'm trying to take you guys on a bit of a path because I'm on a bit of a path. Okay. In my relationships in the past that ended up not working, and by the way, together a long time, it's not like it was a fly-by-night relationship. But I can sit here today in this chair right now and I can count back to how long ago when someone's not right for you, you will continue to get hurt until you're strong enough to let them go. I can tell you when I let them go. About what time? Probably not the year because of my memory. But I can tell you when I let them go. Was I still in the relationship? Yes. But for logical reasons, I didn't walk out the door. But when it got to a point where those logical reasons were no longer an object, I walked out the door. Didn't physically leave, they left, usually. At first when I left, after that, it was like I got smarter. The lawyers got me smarter. Don't ever leave the house, have them leave the house. Yeah, oh, that's jaded, Kelly. Yeah. Zaxon, my brother from another mother and father. Good morning, Zaxon. Let's see. Lillian's right. Not every woman's the same. Right? I have to say that the common denominator in all my failures in marriage and relationships, and that is me. So at some point you have to say, what's wrong with you? Why are you this way? Because I'm the common denominator. Okay? I have to say I'm getting about jaded. I sort of don't trust intimacy. I worry about intimacy. Okay. Did I say good morning, Cynthia Price? I hope I did. Plugsy, good morning, Plugsy. Good to see you, buddy. There's my other brother from another mother and father. I had a couple more relationships that just wasn't right after I met my wife. She's a good woman, right? But how do you take those past experiences and not let them flood into the future stuff, right? That's a hard thing for me to think about. Morning, Scott. How are you? Oregon Family Magnet Fishing's in the house. Hawkins family, good morning, good morning. Hawkins Family Adventures in the house. Okay. I think this subject today is in a lot of people's heart. That's fantastic, Brad. It is fantastic. Good morning, Scott. But now I'm a happy man. So how did you make that leap? How did you let your wife in? Okay, what did you do to deal with those trust issues. Because remember the first statement you made? I don't trust women. So how did you get your heart to a point where you trusted again enough to let this other woman in your life? It doesn't matter, woman, man, woman. Remember, when we're talking, it goes both ways. Because one thing I have learned, okay, is that it doesn't matter if you're talking on the man side of life or the woman's side of life. We all have baggage. We all have trust issues. And we all have stuff that has damaged us from the past that we have to figure out how to get over the hurdle and on with life. And do it with a positive attitude, right? There's a lot of food in the world to overturn the bad stuff. Okay. I know when someone's not right for you, you will continuously get hurt until you are strong enough to let them go. Okay. Fairy dust. I read this statement. I went, damn, that's me. Oh my gosh. Not sorta, not kinda. When someone's not right for you, you will continuously get hurt until you are strong enough to let them go. Okay. And then we started talking about trust, fairy dust, because of something that's happened with one relationship in the past. You can't help but take that baggage and judge others. Should you? No, you shouldn't. Okay. Why this statement rings so true to me is it's not a surprise when I walk away from a friendship or relationship, more intimate relationship or anything like that. It can even be a friendship. It should not be a surprise to the other person. Okay. I don't blow up. I just walk away. I just drift away. I don't even walk away. I sort of drift away. Okay. Why is that? Okay. Because I believe in the best in people all the time. Okay. I also do believe that there's an amount of tweaking and adjusting in every relationship where you might say something in it unintentionally that really hurts. Right? I don't want to restrict your talking or the way you are. I want to learn how you are and get to know you as you, right? But there's some relationships that just aren't right. Some friendships that just aren't right. Why? I don't know. Okay. And if you're continually feeling offended or upset or hurt by the other relationship, by the other person in the relationship, whether it be just friends or beyond, I'm not just talking about romantic husband-wife stuff. I'm talking about friends in general and beyond. So it goes all the way up. This goes from the very bottom of friendship all the way up. Okay. I believe in the good in people. I believe that that was not your intention. Okay. Then it's got to trust issues because it was said, I do not trust women. You know how many men have said that to me? You know, because I do the talk thing. I do the how can I help you? What can I help you do? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Okay. I have trust issues with women. Okay. I have trust issues with men. That's why I'm not all that open about myself. Okay. I'm trying to be more transparent with you so I can try and help anybody see that life isn't perfect, but that's no reason not to continue on looking for happiness, seeing the glory of each and every day, looking for the positive, trying to improve yourself. I've had 4 major relationships in my life. Okay, 4, only 4 major. We're not talking about Mikey in 3rd grade who kissed me and I punched him. Then I let him hold my hand after that. I got sent to the principal's office for a whole month for that one. He kissed me on the cheek in front of everybody. I punched him. Wouldn't have happened these years. He would have got in trouble, not me. Okay. I would be defending myself nowadays, but he just really liked me and he kissed me on the cheek and I didn't mean to punch him. I just punched him. It's like I almost couldn't control it. It was in front of everybody. It was so embarrassing. Right? What was that, second or third grade? Little Mikey. Oh, poor Mikey. I hope I didn't, like warp him for life with that. But afterwards, I allowed him to hold my hand. He could hold my hand. Oh my God. And then there's little Alex, was so in love with me and he knew I loved horses and he didn't mind that I was retarded. His mother did. That was when Alex and I couldn't be friends anymore. His mother intervened. He wanted to meet the little girl that Alex was so in love with that he took his money. I think that was fourth grade. Took all his allowance money and bought me this little horse figurine and brought it to me for school. Okay. I'm not talking about those relationships. I'm talking about 4 substantial relationships in all my life. And each one of them, I walked away. Okay. And it's because I would tolerate so much hurt of not knowing they're not right for me before I walked away. Okay. And it shouldn't have been a surprise to them. And it never should be a surprise. Friendships are the same. So it's any level, right? Right? And this not trusting the opposite sex because of what one person did or 2 people did. How do you not judge? Right? How do you not judge? How do you take that, push it back, and not reflect it on the next person, friend or otherwise, or more advanced than friend, whatever you want to call it, but friend? How do you take that past experience of yours? I just forget it, so that's kind of helpful, and not reflect it. Okay. How do you, I kind of say this, and I don't know how people can feel about this, but I talk to a lot of people and I do sort of, I don't know, I'm going to call it counseling, but it's not really counseling. It's just being a friend with an outside perspective who lived life, right? Right. And even when it's over, even when the disasters happened, and I ask you, so when did you first notice the warning signs that this was coming up? It totally blindsided me. And I was like, no, sweetie. It never totally blindsides you. Okay. There is always warning signs. Why don't you act on the warning signs right away? Because there's this period of time where it's getting to know somebody. You know what I mean? And you got to deal with the intentions or how something was received. Maybe it wasn't meant that way. Yes, my feelings got hurt. But maybe it wasn't meant that way, right? But I never saw the warning signs. Yes, you did. You just ignored them. We all do. It's not new, right? But then how do you take this past baggage? I don't trust women. I don't trust men. And move it into the other. I don't trust a lot of people with my true self. Very few people will get to know me deep down inside. People will. People will know more transparency I get. This is a big practice for me too. Okay. Okay, on we go. Sorry, got tangent-y. Let's see. Who else is adding to this? It took me 5 years of being with the wrong person to open my eyes and see that they were the shade hiding my light. But the warning signs were there, right? But for some reason, you have to get out to this point, right? Why does that take so long? You too, you don't want to judge the people really quick. You don't want to say, hey, this person's wrong for me. Our relationship is toxic. You don't want to say those things. You want to give the person the benefit of the doubt, right? And then Busby, how did you take this situation and not apply it to the next one? Right? How did you take that and not make it into something toxic for later. How did you do that? There's people out there who need to know that, because there's people living with, you can sit down and you can talk to them, right? Seriously, talk to them and say, why don't you trust men? Well, because so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that and so-and-so did that. So you don't trust all men just because they're men? There's some really good guys out there. There's some amazing men out there, right? There's some really good women out there. There's some amazing women out there. How do you not take that second and say, now, see, that's just like so-and-so from the past. How do you not do that? Right? I don't do it because half the time I don't remember. Okay? Blessing of my memory. My memory problems from the very beginning of my life, it's not an aging thing. It's just the way my brain works. Okay? Is a blessing in disguise. It may not have felt like it when I was a child and trying to learn. But as a human being, adults I actually love the human race. I always look for the best in people. I see the homeless person on the corner and talk to them like they're a human being. Okay? When I went to the naked latte place and gave the lady her sandwich, and she said to me, thank you for talking to me like I'm a human being. She was almost naked, but no, she was naked. She had a few pasties in a few places. But I still sat there and I talked to her for a minute. Like, she would, thank you for talking to you like a human being. What else would I talk to you like as? You are a human being. Right? Right? So how do you take that happened to you and not immediately reflect it and judge everybody by it? Because they're so stuck because of their back problems with people. And they might be able to name 3 guys, 2 guys, 1 guy, 3 women, 1 woman, 2 women. Okay? That they've taken the time to have a relationship with, friends or otherwise. Okay? And judge them on those few handful of bad. It's not the whole human race. Men are great. Women are great. Right? She was wrong for you. That's right. Hawkins Family Adventure. I think I said yes. Scott, it took me over a year to start having an interest in women after my wife cheated and left. Yeah, no, that has to heal, buddy. I'm not saying like the next day, whoosh, right? I'm not saying that. It takes time to heal. It does. It really takes time. But at what point should you try and put that in the past and remember who the common denominator is in all those bad relationships with the opposite sex or even the same sex? Because I've had friends that have turned out to be what? Okay, but then I've had friends who've always been beautiful. Right? Right? Took me over a year to find interest in another woman. You have to heal. It's not even a thing. You do have to heal, Scott. You always have to heal. Right? But how do you not judge the next relationship on the past? Excuse me, whether it be super romantic or whether it just be a friendship, right? Hi, Bud Files. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Busby is out helping channels. Good job, Busby. You do. Thank you for being here, Hawkins family. I really greatly appreciate you guys. I want to say that to all you guys. I truly, truly appreciate you being here. And I know this is like a more serious, growing self-help, whatever, coffee with grandma, okay? Okay. But there are already so many channels out there that are other stuff that I think that it's a good way to start your day with breathing a bit and reflecting a bit and seeing where we can go from there, right? I stay away 99% of people that keep the drama and the hate down low to 1%. People suck. They suck your time, your money. Very rare do people give anything but an open ear nosy. How do you not get that way, Plexi? How do you keep from getting that way? Okay. What has hurt you in your past so bad that you feel this way? And it's not that he's not, I mean, there's stuff. Trust me, he wasn't born with this. Okay. This is part of his past relationships that has made his head and his heart feel this way. How do you not let that happen? I want to enjoy people. I want to enjoy life. I love meeting up with people. In fact, we're going to go look at the roses right now. Look at these rose rocks, guys. Look at how they look like roses. Aren't they cool? Paula Lewis Jellison gave these to me. Don't they look like a rosebud? Aren't they cool? Yeah, sorry, these aren't going in my giveaway. These are the Oklahoma State rock. Okay. And in these rocks, I see roses. Don't you? Aren't those so cool? Got a whole bag of them. I think they're really cool. What a precious gift. Thank you, Paula. Put it up on the shelf. And hey, guys, I appreciate that you give input. I do. That's the only way I learn. Okay, that's the only way I grow too. Okay, let's get down here. Plugs. We're past plugs. Okay. Hi, Venture Dulo. Good morning. Good to see you. Another one of my favorite lurkers. Good morning, Adventures with I and Papa. It's good to see you, Papa. Oh, wait, let's don't skip this. I can only change myself. That's right, Lillian. You can only change yourself. Okay? You can only change yourself. You are absolutely right. Hawkins family says, my husband and I have been together for 27 years. We've had a lot of struggles, but in the end, we love each other enough to move past it. Right? It takes two people to keep a relationship going. It takes one person to end the relationship. Okay? But both people have a responsibility on the side of the relationship, right? My husband, he was just such a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay? He always did this. He always did that. He did this, that, the other thing. What was your part of that? What? What was your part in the destruction of your relationship? Because that's what I want to talk about, not what your husband did or didn't do. What was your part? Whoa, that has gotten so many people to take a step back and go, what are you talking about? I could only change myself. I can only change myself. What was your part of the destruction of the relationship? It doesn't have to be a husband. It can even just be a friendship. What was your part in the destruction of the relationship? And that question has got me, what are you talking about? Takes two. Hawkins family, read it. It's not that they haven't had struggles. Okay? But they love each other enough to move past it. Right? He loves her enough to say, hey, this is my wife anyways. Let's work on that. She loves him enough to say, hey, that's my husband. I love him. Let's work on this. That's beautiful. Okay. Relationships are not always smooth sailing. Somebody gets hurt here, somebody gets hurt there. Somebody's offended by this. Somebody's mad because you keep throwing your damn socks on the floor. One thing or another thing, right? Okay, I have a story to tell you. I actually was told this story by another guy before in the past. It's nobody who you guys would currently know. And it's actually a true story. I didn't know it happened. This happened up in Bellingham, Washington. I'm sure if you're a great searcher, you can find it out. A woman calls 911. She says, I just shot my husband. She wasn't trying to hide it. You guys need to come. Okay. A woman sat down to breakfast one day, and her husband was buttering the toast. There were sort of country, so there was a shotgun always loaded. When you're in the sort of country, there's always a shotgun loaded. You have to protect your livestock and stuff, and usually a nice, shotgun will scare most things away. You don't actually have to shoot the coyote or the fox or the whatever. You just have to, shoot, and they go away. So there's a lot of more country homes who have a shotgun leaning up in the kitchen. And her husband sat down to butter the toast. They'd been married a long time. He was once again taking the butter off the top of the toast instead of going straight down and taking a piece of butter. He would always take it off the top. Okay. Once again that morning, he was taking the butter off the toast, off the cube off the top instead of straight down. She walked over, grabbed the shotgun, and killed him. True story. Happened up the street. Did she shoot him because of taking the butter off the toast? Or was it something else? Okay. It wasn't the butter off the toast. Don't know what it is, but that's the explanation she gave. Okay. In every relationship comes work. You have to work to better yourself and your relationship every day. That's right, Busby. That was right. That is so right, Busby. John Mayall says, it was hurt, but now I'm happy for 22 years. Yes. And the part that you and Busby and other people can share is, how did you not take that past thing and continue on with it and keep moving it into the future? I am out there talking to a lot of people. I'm not talking about the people this weekend. So don't do that, guys. I sat there and I listened to very beautiful relationships this weekend. Okay, so don't think because I'm bringing something up now that has anything to do with whoever I just visited with. Please don't think that, you guys. Okay, because it doesn't, right? How did you take that past experiences that make you say, I don't trust women or I don't trust men, and be able to move into another relationship anyways? Because people are struggling with that. All right? To the point where if any little thing comes up, instead of saying, hey, you're a human being, I'm a human being, we're individuals, I am going to talk with you and work with you on this level. And I'm not going to bring up all the past women or the past men who've done these things to me and look at you with that point of view. Okay, because I promise you guys, hang around me. I will offend you. I will upset you. I will say things that make you mad. My memory alone will be irritating. Trust me, it will be. Okay? I will laugh at an inappropriate time. I can guarantee you that. Okay? Because either you're going to laugh or cry. And I'll say something that pisses you off, like, yeah, that is all that happens to you today. You're doing great. And you'll go, what? That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for a little compassion, sympathy, something. Not a, if that's all that's going to happen to you, you're doing great. Because actually you are, and you're focused on this little thing that's so irritating today, right? Little tiny thing that's irritating today. When I can sit down and give you a list of people who are having a whole bunch more issues than you are, that are terminal, that they know they're not going to, very soon here, not going to have another day to get it right. Okay? Quit feeling sorry for yourself. If that's all that's going to happen to you this year, you're doing good. If money can fix the problem, you're doing good. Might not feel so great at the moment, right? And I have a habit of laughing. Now, either have to laugh or I cry, one way or the other. Take your choice. Okay? When you're with the right person, it won't seem like work and you won't have to force each other. That's right. Force each other on each other. That's right. It's seamless. I found the right person and seems like I'm the luckiest person. That's right, Puts. That's right. Stop sitting around thinking negative. Poor me, poor me. Get over it. Get happy. Thank you, Plugs. That's important, guys. That's important because when I'm out there talking with people, these blanketed statements that I know somebody damaged you in your past, and then you're reflecting it through to your life now, you're missing out on happiness. You're missing out on friendships because of somebody, not women, not men, one person did to you in your past. And you're taking that one event, or maybe no, Kelly, God, lots of my friends have done that to me in the past, and you're the common denominator. Think about it. Okay? And you're taking that one thing from your past, or that one handful of things from your past, and you're letting it destroy your future. You're letting it, you are allowing it. It's your choice. We talk about this all the time, right? It's your choice. When someone's not right for you, you'll continuously get hurt until you're strong enough to let them go. That's the truth. I operate on it all the time. I hate that I operate on that all the time. But I always, Hawken family completely agrees. You're so right. If a person stays busy, you won't have a freaking time to worry about BS. That is absolutely right, Plugs. Thank you for being here today, Plugs, because you were like the massive straight shooter of the world. Grandma Kelly, Lillian, and everyone else, I'm fixing to get off here because I got to go to the doctor's office. Have a good day. I hope your appointment goes well, sweetie. I hope it goes well. Most people can't handle the truth, which means you can't be helped because you are so sensitive. You're right, Plex. You are very right. Papa says my wife and I have been together for 37 years. Yes. Right? And we talked about pairing before. And I bet you, Papa, you and Swiveler, I know, who else can I think of right now? You guys did the pairing thing. I didn't know the pairing thing was a thing. You guys did the pairing thing. We've talked about that before. And that's why you're together 37 years. It's you and her against the world. You've paired. Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing. Miss my generation, or miss my group. Can't even say generation because it's a group you grew up in and were around, right? We're latchkey kids. We kind of raised ourselves to a point. Bye, Plugsy. Have a good day. Thank you. Only you can make it work, but only you can make it work if the other person wants to make it work too. Okay? If the other person doesn't want to make it work, it won't work. You can try all you want. It takes two to make it work. Right? Don't be so friggin' cynical. Right. Find joy in your day. Let the past go. Right? Don't decide what your relationship is going to be. I don't know what tomorrow's going to be. Okay? I have lots of friends. I like my friends. Okay. Very few of them, very few people I know now put me in this situation. Do I get hurt still? Sometimes, yeah. Get hurt when people talk bad about me. I do, because I try not to be bad. You know, I do get hurt. That does hurt my feelings, right? It does hurt my feelings when people talk bad about me. After being without a relationship 9 years now, I know what type of relationship I would prefer not to work. I would prefer now it would work perfect for us. I'm telling you. Welcome back, Cynthia. Relationships are give and take. If you are the only one giving, it's not going to work. No, it won't work. It's give and take. And it's not 50-50. Relationships are 50-50. You should be equal this, equal that. No, you're not. Relationships work only if everybody's giving 100% to the cause. Why? Because when you give 100% to the cause, and everybody's giving 100% to the cause, life is beautiful, right? Big family mentality. This never got to bed mad. My husband and I always say love each other, love you, good night, no matter what. Yes, but never go to bed mad. Hawkins, that's one of those things that we talked about before that is not true. Okay, not true with everybody. It may work great for you guys. And if that works good for you, do it. Okay, I'm not saying that. If you have something hard to talk to me about, especially about myself, okay, especially about like a character flaw of me, okay, don't approach me when I'm tired. Okay, that's something that might take anybody years to learn. You should know when I'm tired. You can see it. You can see it all over me. But just before bed, don't talk to me about big things. Wait until the morning when I'm fresh. When my emotions are fresh, when I've rested. All right? If that means you have to go to bed mad, I'm sorry. You'll get better results from me as a human being, as a person, if you talk to me when I'm fresh, not when I'm tired. Okay? My day starts at 4, it ends at 10. It's nonstop. It is 7 days a week. At some point in time, you guys will start seeing me disappear for a few days now and then. Because I need to go rest. All right? Because I am a giving, loving, caring person. And when you have my attention, you have all my attention. Okay? I've spent time with people who have stuff in their life that they're struggling with. And when I'm there, I'm present. I'm 100% present. Okay? I'm listening. I'm helping. I'm tired when the day is done. Okay? So in order to get the best response out of me and this is, I'm very straightforward with this with relationships. Sometimes it's best to let me go to bed and approach me in the morning. This key thing, is this a good time to talk? Especially if it's going to be something about me that you do not like. All right? Also, too, if it's going to be something that we've rehashed, start that at bedtime. Right? Because then you're going to get short, quick, fast answers from me because I'm tired. You're not going to get the outside opinion. You're not going to get the thought. I'm tired. So never go to bed mad. I agree with I love you, good night, no matter what. Because even in a relationship, if you're having struggles, that should not change that you love the person. And it doesn't change that person might not wake up. Okay? So the last thing before I go to bed, somebody I care about or love or whatever, I want you to know I love you. No matter how the day went, no matter what struggles we're having, okay, I want you to know I love you. I tell my kids all the time, I love you, bye, on the phone. You say that all the time. I know, because this might be the last time. I've told this story before. My grandson says to me, "Oh, Grandma, you don't have to always tell me you love me." He says, "I'm going to be oh, wait, you're old. You might not be here tomorrow. I'm going to be here tomorrow, but you might not be here tomorrow. You're old. Oh, that's why you always tell me so often that you love me." Oh, I get it, Grandma. He did that. It was like, oh my God, child. I laughed so hard. I cried. You're old. Yes, I might not be here tomorrow to tell you I love you. No relationship is perfect. Out of the 37 years my wife and I have been together, there were times we didn't like each other, but we never stopped loving each other. Papa made a good point. Loving and liking are not the same thing. We had been sold a bill of goods that like is a level in the love category. Like and love is not in the same category, guys. It's not even in the same category. Right? They're different. One of the greatest compliments one of my older kids gave me is, "Mom, you know I love you because I have to love you. I'm required to love you. You're my mother. It's like the law, right? But I like you too. I really like you, Mom." Wasn't that the nicest thing any child has ever said to a parent? I like you, Mom. I really like you. Love and like is not the same thing. Okay? It's different. Right? And in a relationship, a husband and wife relationship, okay? Love is a choice and a commitment that you decide to make every day. You may not like what their behavior is at the moment or the situation, but that shouldn't change the love. Okay, the love is a choice you make every day, even if you're not liking the like at the moment. Right? And then we get confused is, I don't like that about you. What is it you don't like? You don't like me? No, I don't like your action. I don't like what you're doing right now. Okay, you are allowed not to like your children. Did you know that? But you are commanded to love them. Did you know you're not, all the Christians in here, you are not even commanded to love your husband. Did you know that? Your husband's commanded to love you. But you are commanded, all you Christian women in here, put on your big girl panties because we're going to rock it from in. You are commanded to respect your husband. Okay? You know how many times I'm sitting somewhere and I'm listening to a bunch of women talk about their husbands and I want to say, whoa, first off, who's a Christian here? Yeah, you're going to hell in a handbag, sweetheart. Another religious topic for another day, right? Because you are commanded by God himself, you Christian women, to respect your husband. Not even like him, not even love him. You're commanded to love your children. Okay? So if you are a Christian in here, man or woman, men, you are commanded to love your wife. You are. And she's commanded to respect you. Okay? Sitting around the bar, sitting around somewhere and talking bad about your spouse is wrong on both sides of the picture. The pairing never happened. Think about that, guys. Think about that. You very rarely hear me talk bad about my exes. They're the father of my children. There are my exes though. I hate my ex with a passion. She cheated on me and stole from me. Okay, get over it because it doesn't hurt her anymore. Your hate for her is hurting you, blister and barnacles, and it is hurting your future relationships. Okay, I'm not saying not to. That's how you feel. That's an honest feeling. That's okay. But I just feel like it would just totally benefit you a whole lot more if you could get over that hate, because that's only hurting you. And feeling hate like that then transfers into the next relationship. Right? Just because one person does you wrong doesn't mean the human race is going to do you wrong. And if you find yourself in the same situation over and over again, then look in the mirror because you're the common denominator. I am the common denominator in all my divorces. 4 significant relationships. When someone's not right for you, you will continuously get hurt until you're strong enough to let them go. Okay? I had a dream of what could have been distracting me from what truly was. Right. You also have to recognize your own faults. Very true. It takes a lot of work to make a marriage work, but true love always wins. It does. But the problem is we don't see the warning signs as someone who is not right. Especially if it's been repeated, and especially if you are the common denominator. That was something I really hated hearing. Okay? I hated hearing that. It was like, shut your mouth because you have a whole bunch to say about that. I am the common denominator. What is wrong with me? That's a hard thing to listen to. I broke up with her last year, and she's been married for 3 months since we broke up and had 4 other partners. That's not the lady for me. That's right. That's right, barnacles. So think about what your part in that is and don't make the mistake again. But don't let that go over in all your relationships. Right? I love hanging with positive, easygoing energy. Yeah, me too. People are stuck in their mental state of mind because of past experiences and can't change their attitude. Can't be around toxicness. It gets toxic. Very tough. It gets toxic. Okay? When I'm asked to sit down with somebody or talk with somebody, it's usually not the positive, happy we're talking about. Okay? And after a day or 2, I'm tired. I need to let the feelings go and start again. And I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help people get unstuck because I think we're stuck and I think there isn't people to help you get unstuck sometime. And if I can help you get unstuck, I'll do it. But I can tell you this, it wears. Okay, I need to let it go. All the toxicity that I tried to remove from you and help you with. Okay? But it is toxicity. And there are people hanging on to stuff from the past. And you can say to them, just let it go. For God's sakes, let it go. Get past that. Not every human being is that way. And if you are starting to feel like every human being is that way, you are the common denominator. And we need to figure that out. I was not happy camper when that was pointed out to me. That I am the common denominator in these problems. Right? I am the common denominator in the failure of all my past marriages. And we get back to the saying today. Right? Ooh, shoot, we're late. I got to go to work. I think women with high body count was the problem. That's that's a very real thing. That's a very real thing. High body count is a problem. on both sides. Right? Kelly, I enjoyed morning talk because it gives me something to think about and how I can be a better person today. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you so much. We got to go, guys. I got to go to work. I was 32 and I finally was truly happy in who I am. Right. Get to that point, guys. See that? Truly happy in who I am. There's a goal. There's a goal. And truly love myself when my life changed with a simple hello and smile, sitting at in a waffle house, dressed in hunting clothes and dirt. Right? When I finally was truly happy in who I am and truly loved myself when my life changed. If you are still in a relationship or you are in an issue or you have a problem and you're saying, I hate women, they can't be trusted. I hate men, they can't be trusted. Okay? Gotta get past that. Because it's not a man thing and it's not a women thing. It's a human being thing. And it's what you've been around and what you have allowed into your life. Because at the end of the day, you need to get to that point when I am finally and was truly happy in who I am and truly love myself when my life changed. Right? Only you can fix you. Didn't Lillian say that earlier? Right? Fairy Dust was right about being around toxic. At my age, I learned to keep it simple. Brush everything off my shoulder and be real with it. That's right. Boom. Let it go. Wisdom, Fairy Dust, wisdom. I met the one that changed my life forever. How many people are so stuck that they can't even see the one? The one could be sitting right next to them, across the table from them. Right? They're walking down the street from them, but they can't even see him because they're stuck in the past baggage. Right? Work on yourself. The right one will come. My wife and I went into our marriage with the same attitude. Failure is not an option. Yep. Hawkins family, it's supposed to be equal no matter what. Being equal doesn't... That word equal is what I have a problem with. Because what happens is I did the dishes today. Why aren't you doing them tomorrow? We both work outside the home, right? Right? This equal. Divide the cake in half. Equal. Not a little this way, a little that way. You want to really mess with the kids? Purposely make the cut a little off. And then ask the youngest one to choose and see what the older one says. Hey, you're choosing the bigger one. Why are you choosing the bigger one? That's not fair. Well, just equal. I have a problem with the word equal. That's because one of the smartest people I know in my past said to me that 50-50 isn't a real thing. Equal is not a real thing. If everybody's giving 100% and putting everything in the right order, you will be taken care of as much as the other person is. Topic for another day. Okay, we gotta go. Yeti, good morning. Good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you. I gotta go to work. I'm late. This has been Attitude Means So Much. Positive, fun, humorous, must have a heart, and then we must have interest in each other. That's right. Yes, Lillian, I'm all done. I'm sorry. I'm like way too late. I'm going to skip everything down to the bottom. Everybody got their hashtag coffee in, right? I am so sorry, guys. I do got to run. This is getting harder and harder to keep in an hour, but we got to keep it in an hour because everybody here has a life and everybody here has things they need to do, right? Okay, let's go. Adventures. You guys have a great day. Paula, welcome, Paula. I showed your rocks today. Sorry I didn't get in. You guys have a great day. Swamp Rat, good to see you. It is Friday. You guys please have a good weekend. Get outside of your normal life and do something this weekend. Whether it be just weeding the garden or something, get outside. If you weather it all permits, please get out of your house and do something. Okay? And you guys, please think in the positive. Let the past go. Don't forget and not learn from it. But let the past go and get on with your life. Okay? Don't judge people on the past. What other people have done to you. Right? Because as a human race, if we're all trying to do better, everything will get better. I promise you. But you have to want to do better. You have to want to get better. Okay? And holding on to past hate, past grudges, making judgments based on what one person, two people, maybe five people have done to you in the past, only hurts your ability to find that right person, that right friendship. And I'm not even talking about romantic love. It could be romantic love. That's not excluded. Okay? But because of what somebody else has done for you, to you in the past, okay, is affecting your ability for the future. And please, we all deserve a happy future. We all do. All right? You are a product of your choices. Take responsibility for it. Know what your part is. All right? Know it. Gambulicious, good morning. We're leaving. Love you. Have a lovely weekend. See you Monday, guys. It's always good to see you guys. Thank you for Happy Friday. Sorry this was so serious, but man, the statement's so mean.